Hello everyone and welcome back to HDFC. I hope you all are well and good. I hope you have a great day ahead. It's the final day of the season. This horrendous season is ending. Just one more game and most probably just one more loss, and most probably I will only have to do last post-match loss reaction. But hopefully we give Super Frank a good send-off. We get a victory, which we really do this season. We give Felix a good send-off, who most probably might not be signing permanently, and hopefully the guys at least stand up for just one day. So before I start, people, it doesn't take much, man. Do hit the like button, man. One click, it means a lot. And do subscribe if you haven't. And starting off with the opponents on the final day, Newcastle United, a true example of how to run a football club. They haven't straight away come the new owners and spend big money. They have been calm. They brought a very good guy in Eddie Howe to run the club. The manager, what a top manager that guy is. I've always rated Eddie Howe. I even wanted him as a Chelsea manager before even Maurizio Sarri. I've always loved him, and what a top coach that man is. The way he's building them, and you see the way they have done it. The way they have used previous players. Fabian Schar is having such a great season. Dan Burn is having such a great season. The signing of Kieran Tripper, which went under the radar, what a signing. Nick Pope, he has done a very good job. Sweeping abilities are a bit doubtful, but he has done a very good job. Botman has been a very shrewd signing. Bruno Guimaraes has been a very shrewd signing. Joelinton, the way he's playing in midfield, well done Eddie Howe. What a top job and what a top player he's become. Willock has given his all this season. Isak has been a fantastic signing. Callum Wilson has been one of the best performers in the season. People talking about Haaland, who is one of the best. Kane, but this guy deserves massive credit. Almiron, yes, he has fallen off, but what a season he has had, and the way they are building for the future, they aren't straight away like Chelsea trying to spend a lot of money. They are building the scouting network. They brought Dan Ashford from Brighton, who is a very intelligent person, a good scout, and along with that, they're improving already the players they've got. They brought a right coach, and they've already qualified for Champions League. In future, with smart money, smart thinking, good money available, this side is going to become dangerous, and I have nothing but appreciation for Newcastle. I have nothing but respect as a Chelsea fan. The way they have built up themselves, the way they are doing things, and overall for a club that was destroyed by Mike Ashley, I'm so happy for the fans, a club I have always respected. And now coming to our dismal team, signing 10 to 15 players in January, signing players in such hurry in summer, where I cannot blame the board, because it was immediately the club was given to them after Roman left, so it was always going to be hectic. But the January transfer window, bringing 15 players in, you have got sacking a manager after 6 games in a season, bringing an inexperienced manager, giving him 15 players, and then it all went downhill. We only have survived this season because of Thomas Tuchel's 10 points in 6 matches. We have been atrocious. And then Graham Potter was finally sacked when the season was over. We were 11th in the league. And then Super Frank, I love him to bits as a player. I will always love him even as a manager when he brought Mason Mount, Reece James into the team. But he has only won one game of football, and that was against Bournemouth. And overall a draw against Nottingham Forest. Has been a disastrous reign, and this season has been disastrous. The players don't care. The reports are coming from Matt Law that the players are not really training well. They don't want extra training drills. They're coming late to the team bus. It's been a total disaster from start to finish. A lot of the guys don't care. Thiago Silva coming in post matches after Real Madrid saying that we don't even have spaces in dressing room is hectic. Reports coming out, Mudryk has to dress outside the dressing room because there's no place. That is just destructive. Hopefully with Pochettino coming, we clear 10 to 15 players. With Ugarte coming up to the club, we are getting linked with so many players. Hopefully we sell 15 players and bring 2 or 3 players, and even then, even next season could be difficult. There's a settled squad of 15-20 players that Eddie Howe loves, and there's a 35-man squad. How much difference 2 sides playing against each other tomorrow makes? What a massive difference. And that brings me on to injury news. Chelsea have no Armando Broja, who suffered a very bad injury, but hopefully he's back in training. Next season, Pochettino can use him well. He's such a good player who suffered a very bad injury. Otherwise, this season would have been much better. Mason Mount, hopefully he can play this game. He's a doubt. If his last game is Stamford Bridge, I love Mason Mount. I will always love him. I have no problem in leaving because no player is bigger than the club. And for a player as well, he has to see his professional career and everything. But I will always love Mason Mount. You go towards the other injuries. Ben Chilwell is not available. Reece James will only come back next season. You got Badia Shelley coming back next season. It even could miss the start of the season. Sterling could be out of this game. Cucurella is out for this game. Kovacic is out of this game. Hopefully he plays because this could be last match at Stamford Bridge. And N'Golo Kante is also not available. And Newcastle have no Nick Pope because sadly he got injured. Kraft is out. They got Manculo out, Lascelles out, Ritchie out, Joelinton out, and Willock out. But the job for the season is done. So in the likely 11, I think with Chelsea, nobody knows what's going to happen. But it's going to be Kepa at the back because he played a very good game against Manchester United. Otherwise, it could have been 6-1, 7-1. That was one of better discipline than Frank Lampard, and still we could have scored 3 goals, but we could have conceded 7 goals. That's been the story overall. And then I think at the right is going to be Cesar Azpilicueta, who might also play his last game because next season Gusto is coming reasonably back. At the left is going to be Luis Hall, one of the bright prospect and one of the only positives we have got in last some weeks. Is going to be I think it's going to be Fofana Silva. I will love to see Fofana drop after what happened in the previous game against Manchester United, and he's taught a lesson that the place is not guaranteed in the Chelsea side. But I think Fofana will play in the last game to build his confidence up, and it's going to be Fofana and Silva. And then it's going to be Enzo and Chukwuemeka and Gallagher playing in the midfield. Enzo has DM, Gallagher at the left side and Chukwuemeka at the right side. And then it's going to be front three. I think in this match though, it only makes sense to play Madueke Mudryk, who are the future of the club under Pochettino. And then Joao Felix for his last game and Kai Havertz coming from the bench. Now Joao Felix might be signed permanently, but the chances are very low. And Newcastle likely 11 will be the goalkeeper, Dubravka, Kieran Tripper at the right, Dan Burn at the left, Fabian Schar and Botman, 2 very good performers this season with Trippier and Burn. You have got Longstaff, Guimaraes and the young Anderson playing in the midfield, and Almiron, Isak and Wilson. What a top line that is. Now coming on to predictions, Newcastle might be on the beach as well because the season is over. A lot of these players will have international duties as well. So I don't know what Newcastle will try to do. Their season is done. It's not like if they finish third, it's going to be a massive achievement to finishing fourth. It's already a great season. You go on to Chelsea, we are already on the beach. But final match for Frank Lampard. Crowd might be up for it to give Frank a tribute before he leaves. And it could also be a match where Pochettino might be in the stands. Todd Boehly or Iqbali might be on the stands. And it might be a hall of shame lap taken by the players after the season they've had, but they might have this much shame in their heart that the season has been so bad that at least let us end on high. At least let us have some shame in our heart and give fans a final victory and give ourselves something to build on next season. And this is why I'm finally, after many weeks being positive, I think we're going to give Super Frank a very good send-off. We are going to win a match. First Stamford Bridge win under Frank Lampard in his interim reign. I'm going with Chelsea Football Club 2, Newcastle United 1. But I know that's a positive prediction. Otherwise, chances are for Newcastle to win more. Please, people who watch, do hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't. It means a lot. And hopefully you have a great day. Thank you.